Do you ever imagine your life being a movie? When you watch a movie, every scene is well structured. It's like everything is happening at the right moment at the right time. Epic music plays, the wind blows, and the camera follows you as you walk bravely to complete your quest. Just like the movies, we need structure in our lives. We need to have a schedule to keep ourselves aligned with our goals and aspirations if we have one. If we go about our day without planning, we can't expect to be where we want to be. You don't want to be that person who wondered where all that time went. As a full-time employee, a husband, and having a YouTube channel, it's challenging to juggle all these things, so I need to have a schedule. Without it, I lose track of what needs to be done, and that's not good. Having a schedule allows me to get the right balance of life and work. Most of you might already know that being a YouTuber involves a ton of work. From brainstorming topics, script writing, filming, editing, sound editing, SEO, and the list goes on. Most of the big YouTubers have a team that helps them become more efficient. But for my channel, I'm a one-man band and wear all the hats. When I started my channel a year ago, I was trying to figure out what tools and systems I could use to organize my ideas. I was doing it the old school way, writing the script and planning all the shots using a free word processing program until I discovered Notion. It helped me organize my daily life, my weekly goals, YouTube video ideas, and the list goes on. Quick reminder, I'm not sponsored by Notion or anything like that. I just love their product because it's a lifesaver for me. Notion is a productivity note-taking app that you can use to organize your work and life. You can get it for free, and there's a paid version if you want to collaborate with a team, but for my purposes, since I'm doing everything solo, I just get the free version. So let's hop into my computer and I will show you how I use Notion for my daily life. So think of Notion as a word processing program, but more versatile because it can do a lot of cool things. So I'll show you how. So I'm gonna create a page here and I'm going to name it Miguel Test. And if you prefer light mode, if you want the whole UI to look light, you can go in settings and members, click my settings, go to appearance, click this drop down, and you can choose light. But for me, I prefer dark because I love dark. You know, not obvious, eh? But anyway, here I'm gonna, let's say to-do list. And if I want to add a bullet point, I can type in slash and it will show me a lot of features. For instance, if you want to do a heading or a table or a bulleted list or a number list or a toggle list, you can pretty much do a lot of things here. But for now, I'm gonna do bulleted list, which will give me a bullet point. So let's say one of my to-do list is to work out, and I'm gonna hit enter. I'm gonna say read, and the next bullet point will be family time, and the fourth bullet point will be YouTube content. By the way, each content is called blocks in Notion. So if you notice, if I hover on top of each block, you can see a plus icon and a 6 dotted icon here. Let's say I drag this 6 dotted icon. This will allow you to move the block around the notepad. And if I click on that plus icon, let's say I want to add an image, you can upload your image here, or you can go here and choose this instead. And then click that, and then boom. You see that? That's pretty cool, eh? Then I can click and drag this 6 dotted icon to move it around. And I can even resize it, scale it down or scale it up. If I want to add color in my subhead, I can go ahead and highlight that, and it will show this buttons here, and I can make it bold and change the color from here. So I want it to be blue, and I can even add the underline here. So it's pretty cool. So we recently moved into a new place. We bought a house. I now have my own office or studio or whatever you want to call it. And everything's a mess. As you can see here, boxes everywhere. So I have to reorganize everything. I also use Notion to organize my to-do lists, my daily tasks, weekly goals, monthly goals, and everything I can think of. So going back to Notion here, I have a page called The Bridge. As you can see, you can even add a header image here, which is pretty cool. This is basically my daily to-do list. And I call it The Bridge because I have my goals, and I call this to-do lists as the bridge to reach my goals. So I know it sounds corny, but that's how I do it. So as you can see, I have a quote here to give me motivation, not to assume it's impossible because you find it hard, but to recognize that if it's humanly possible, you can do it too. Looking at this every day gives me some kind of a boost and motivation. And I have a nice image of Marcus Aurelius here because he's one of the person or philosopher I look up to. Going back to the to-do list, I have a checklist here, and the ones I checked I've done, the ones that are not I haven't done. So as you can see, because things are really busy right now, I'm not sticking to my to-do lists these days, and I have to. So I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, wife time. Okay, I did this. By the way, tonight is Saturday night. So call my parents. Yeah, filming. Yes, which I'm currently doing now. App project, I haven't done this. Master class, I haven't done this. As you can see, this is how I set up my to-do list. And I have this small table of daily habits here. This is Monday, Tuesday till Sunday. And when I scroll down, you can see this toggle button here. I'll click that and it opens up my planned schedule. Mind you, I don't always stick to this, but I try my best. This is my ideal schedule because if you want to get things done, you have to write it down or note it. If you just make a mental note of everything, you won't be able to do it. It's gonna be hard for you to stick to it. So for my YouTube channel, I have this page called The Citadel. I called it The Citadel because I think of it as a command center, and this is where all the ideas. And I started using Notion not until the month of December last year. So when I heard about Notion, I stopped using the word processor I was using and completely moved to Notion. As you can see, I have a table here. These are the videos, title of the videos, and the status, the category, if it's a productivity, self-improvement, or life lessons, and the date it was published. So for instance, I'm gonna open one of my previous video script here, this how to be replaceable in this world of AI. Open that. I want to maximize this. As you can see, I have a title. I use bullet points here because sometimes I think of different titles. I brainstorm and come up with different titles and see what I think is good. So I usually jot down or type in a lot of ideas here. And this is the target audience, what problem it solves, my thumbnail ideas here, and this is the actual script. So if I scroll down, this link here, because when I do research, this is where I dump all the links. And then ideas, if I have an idea of a shot and ideas from research, after reading all the topics that I gathered, this is where I put all my ideas based on the research that I did. And then shot list, if I click this and then maximize this, it opens up the table. In this table here, it shows the shots that I want for the script for the videos. And as you can see here, this is my script here. In this column, this is my script. And this is where I put all the shots I plan to film. One thing I like about Notion is it has a mobile version too. In the past, I like to just make a mental note of the things I need to do, and so I end up forgetting them. When I discovered Notion, I started using it. When I have ideas, I note it down immediately. So I hope you find this tool helpful for you to organize your life. Jotting down your goals, daily, weekly, or monthly, I think is important for them to materialize. Alright, this has been fun. Usually I write down my script before I film because I kind of find it hard to speak on the spot, because I stutter and can't articulate myself well sometimes. But this time I kind of just outlined the things that I wanted to talk about and just winged it, which is really cool. So that's how I organize my life. It's not perfect. There are times that I can't stick with it because of unexpected things, but we just do our best every day. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.